Husband thanks everyone during his acceptance speech except me. My husband of 6 years, 27 male, is a basketball coach at a private school. And this year they hosted a big banquet awarding and honoring the staff and teachers for their amazing work. It was a really big deal, and my husband was beyond excited. We're both invited and attend, and the dozens of speeches began. When my husband finally had his moment to speak, he thanked a bunch of people, talked about his time at the school, the kids on his team, his fellow staff members, but he didn't mention me, 28 female, once. He sits down, I clap for him and smile, but on the way home I didn't say anything, holding back tears. Everyone else who spoke thanked their partners. Why didn't he say anything about me? I was the one that told him to pursue coaching because I knew it was something he'd love. Had I not been anything but supportive and encouraging, cheering him on every step of the way? Now, a couple of days later, I feel conflicted. I don't know if it's ridiculous to be this upset over a silly little speech, for a night that wasn't even about me anyway, or if it's completely valid. My husband has absolutely no idea what he did or that he even hurt me. Should I bring it up to him or let it go? I'm still processing and don't know how to approach this. Too long did not read. The school my husband works for held a banquet. During his speech he doesn't thank me, and now I'm upset and don't know what to say. Bring it up. Totally normal to be upset, although I can see my wonderful wife forgetting to thank me in a speech. She hates public speaking and kind of just word vomits, so I'd give her about a 50-50 shot of remembering me if she had to give a speech like this. So it really comes down to this. Do you think your husband appreciates you and just forgot? Or do you think this is a genuine sign that in his brain you aren't a major reason for his career success? I'd absolutely bring it up with him, and follow the great advice from the other poster about I statements. I felt hurt when, just hits different than, you messed up by doing. Helps put people in the right mental space to express empathy rather than defensiveness. Hey baby, I'm so glad you were recognized at the banquet last week, that was so wonderful. I loved your speech. But you know what? I noticed you didn't acknowledge me and it hurt my feelings. Would focus on fact that as long as you guys are on the same page and that he recognizes your contributions to his success, you don't need the public recognition, with the implied but it sure wouldn't hurt. So maybe just ask why he might not have included you. That would help mitigate him shutting down to the extent it was simply a mistake. It would of course also ferret out if he doesn't feel like it was a mistake. You should bring this up with him, but not in an aggressive manner, and then just let him respond. Tell him he's an asshole and why. Don't keep it in. He can't let his high school crush know he's married. It's done purposely by the sounds of it. I had something similar. At my dad's funeral my oldest brother read out a pre-prepared speech. Mentioned my mum, sister, my other brother. I was excluded. Childish. Ask him why. This year they hosted a big banquet awarding and honoring the staff and teachers for their amazing work. It was a really big deal. Was it, though? This really does read like a sitcom episode, where partner A forgets something really minor or messes up a little bit, and partner B is irrationally cold and angry the rest of the episode until partner A does some big gesture to make up for it. It's a pretty insignificant speech. What do you hope to accomplish by bringing it up? That at the next speech he makes he will specifically remember to mention your name. I really don't think this is worth it. Let it go. Edit. Holy shit, I didn't even read any of the other comments mentioning sitcoms, LMAO. But really, that should be a sign that this is not an issue.